Okay, so this is our first YouTube live stream. We're gonna check out Hearth and Home, Valheim. It's an update that was just released this Thursday, September 16th, 2021. Um, 1 second. Okay, I think we're getting a better signal now. Let me get you refreshed on what we're doing here. Valheim has just come out with their latest update, Hearth and Home. So we're going to check it out. I'm fresh onto this update. I haven't watched anybody play it. I've seen some developer videos on the matter. Actually, let's go over some of those videos. I'm gonna pull those up on their YouTube channel, and this way we can take a look together on what that's like. Let's see what we got here. Let me let you guys see what I'm looking at here. Okay. So with that, I believe their YouTube channel is Irongate. Let's lower the game real quick so we can hear a little more of what the YouTube video is showing. Second here. Okay. With here, I've been watching a couple of the videos myself already, but they do have a couple of updates that were coming into Hearth and Home. Let's start with the first video they had released regarding the new food system. Let me make sure you guys can hear that. Alright, let's start from the beginning. I'm gonna put this on full screen. And here we go.
Welcome to the first video in a series of Hearth and Home Spotlights. Today I'll begin to take you through some aspects of the reworked food system. In the game right now, the food roughly gives you the same amount of stamina as health, but in Hearth and Home, we have split food into 3 categories. A red icon indicates it mainly gives you health, while yellow means it mainly gives you stamina, and white means it's an even split. We have also removed the food bar, and instead you'll see timers showing how much time you have left on each food before you need to eat more. Just like usual, the icons will start blinking when they're halfway through. This new health versus stamina balance allows you to be more creative and varied in your playstyle.
So,
If you want to stay in your base to build and terraform, you'll want long...
So if you don't remember, if you've never played Valheim before, most of the time you would just eat as much food as you can. You didn't really get that much health from foods, but then again, you didn't really have to worry about too much health as long as you had a big stamina bar and you could block, move around, and attack and defeat the enemies around you before you ran out of stamina. Every time you got hit by an enemy, your stamina bar would go down a little bit, but as long as you had the stamina and the blocking power, of course, your health would never take a hit. So now it looks like what they've done is they've changed it up a little bit. They've made it so that when you eat certain foods, you either gain more health, or you gain more stamina, or there's a more of a you keep the boost that you have in maybe both of them, but for a longer period of time. So why would you want those 3 different ones? Based off of what I've heard so far, we're definitely going to watch the rest of the videos to get more in depth into it. But if you want more health, you're going to be better at blocking. Reason being is because now your blocking is based off of your max HP. The staggering that you would receive from a hit or anything like that would be in line with the health that you have on your character. So you have a lot of health, you're gonna be able to block a lot better and take a lot of hits. Now, if you wanted to raise your stamina, be more of a DPS character where you're trying to constantly hit the enemies and kill them as fast as you can. Which, if you have maybe 2 people in your party, you can definitely split that up. Have one person blocking all the time, the other person attacking. And then we have the one where it just gives you more stamina and health, but for a longer period of time with a disadvantage in having you don't have a lot of health, you don't have a lot of stamina, but you have a lot of it stays there for a long time, whatever you do have. The reason being is because when you're building, you kind of want to at least have some kind of health. You want to have some kind of stamina, so you're not like straggling around trying to build. But you don't want to keep eating over and over again and wasting food. So I think they tried to implement all those play styles that people were trying to deal with. This person right here is actually building in a plains area. Very brave of them. I've yet to really properly experience the plains because them mosquitoes are a big problem. So I've been kind of trying to stay away from the plains. But we'll go over like the different biomes that there are. You start off in the meadows, you move on to the Black Forest. From there you go into the swamps. From the swamps you want to go into the mountains, and then I think the plains is really the last one right now. They are working on a new biome called the Mistlands, or the Mistlands, which has spider webs and big trees, and should be some interesting enemies when they're finally implemented. You can sometimes see them on the map, but they haven't put any enemies or materials or anything in that biome. So this is a future update that they plan on adding on in the future. But let's finish off on what she was basically saying here about the food. Then we'll move on, I believe, to the next thing, which is blocking.
And varied in your playstyle. If you want to stay in your base to build and terraform, you'll want long-lasting food that gives you enough stamina to keep building, but also
like
enough
we were
health
talking
so
about.
that you don't fall to your death. On an adventure, on the other hand, you might want to aim for higher stamina or higher health, as this decision will now influence your combat style.
Yeah.
Join us next time to find out how.
Okay, so I gave you a little synopsis before she even did it, but she was basically saying the same thing. Let's go back real quick, and we'll take a look at health and stamina. Why would you want one over the other?
Welcome once again to a Hearth and Home Spotlight. As I've mentioned before, Hearth and Home splits food into more distinctive categories of health and stamina. But what does this mean for your gameplay? We know that we have different types of players, and hopefully this will allow you to lean more into the playstyle of your choice. If you like to deal damage, you can continue to focus on eating stamina food, as this will let you attack more. But if you prefer to defend and tank, you will now have to choose health food, as blocking power is now based on your maximum health. Furthermore, health also affects your new stagger bar, which you can see next to your Viking. Be
So
careful
that
once
red
it's
bar
full,
next
as
to
that's when you'll be staggered.
Your player over here in
Prioritizing
this area.
health will let you hold your ground
You
for
see
much
how like it
longer.
raises up as they get
Next
hit while
time,
they're
we'll look
blocking?
further into shields and blocking.
So that's how that'll work. They're gonna explain blocking a little more in depth in this next video here.
Welcome to this Hearth and Home Spotlight, where we'll have a look at some further tweaks to the mechanics of the game, this time focusing on shields. In the coming update, tower shields will get a significant buff. Compared to the other shields in the game, they'll now have a lot more knockback. This makes this shield the best choice for you if you want to play defensively and have a higher chance of staying alive, especially against a large number of enemies at once. The tower shield is safe and slow, but with the new knockback tweaks, it's a good choice for a tank.
So the tower shields seem
The
to take a lot
opposite
more
of the tower
damage.
shield is the buckler, as it
Buckler is
offers
what I
less in the
usually
way
use,
of blocking, but instead lets you parry incoming strikes.
which lets you parry.
Meanwhile, the regular round shields will continue to be a balanced choice for the standard fighter.
Even though those round shields sound pretty good. 'Cause,
Come back
I'm
next
more of
week for a
balanced
look at
player
some of the new
myself.
food recipes.
Alright. Look into the ingredients. Actually, let's take a look at the trailer that they had released midway into all the announcements for Hearth and Home. This was during Gamescom. What was great about this video is that it gave us a date for when this was going to come out, which was this past Thursday. But it was a lot of hype about 3 weeks ago when they first announced a final date for Hearth and Home to come out. The game, if you don't know, Valheim came around January, February. It was a little bit of a hidden release. A couple streamers were playing it, and then it blew up. Not really blew up in the sense that everybody knows about the game, but people that streamed, a lot of people were streaming it because they were like, wow, this is a different game. It has a different type of style to it, art style. It almost feels like a PS2 game, but it has great mechanics. And even though it feels PS2 wise, digitally or resolution wise, the light that you see that comes through, the trees and everything, it's beautiful. You can definitely see that that's the next gen part. The water is very beautiful. Um, so you see it from different angles. Of it is a game from 2021, but with a throwback of. Hmm. All right, sorry about that. It looks like we had a little bit of trouble. Um, the health status of stream, it looked like it was having a little bit of buffering. We may even still have a little bit of buffering here. Give it a little bit to clean up. Um, Alright, let's try that again. Where the grass grows underfoot and the sky is blue overhead, there will always be a hearth and home. Definitely gives you the feel of what it is like to play this game. You're struggling to kill strong enemies, and you're trekking back with your materials. And when you finally get home, you're able to create something out of what you've made. Sometimes when you travel at nighttime, you definitely deal with some crazy enemies that can kill you and have your materials that you fought so hard for be left behind. I want to see if I can maybe change the bitrate. Oh, right now, having a lot of problems with frame rate, a lot of drop frames. Let me try to go for more quality. And I don't know, Or maybe we'll bring this back down to 3,000. There's just a boatload of like, it just does not look great. Yeah, the stream health is a little better. I don't know, I just want you guys to have a good experience with what you're seeing. See what happens with that. Hopefully we won't get as much problems now. But with that, let's go to the next video. So they start talking about the new ingredients.
Welcome to the fourth part of our Hearth and Home Spotlights. In this video, we'll continue with the theme of food. With Hearth and Home, we split the ingredient raw meat into 3 new variants. To make each enemy drop a bit more unique, the deers, boars, and wolves now drop distinct types of meat. Along with the new plantable onions, this unlocks a whole bunch of new recipes to make sure your Viking doesn't get tired of eating the same food all the time. The cooking itself also gets an update, where you'll have to upgrade your cauldron with cooking extensions, just like with the
Definitely gonna have to
other
take a look at how
Additionally, the bread and the pie now have to be baked in the oven before you can eat them.
the different
so you
meats
don't have to eat soggy bread.
apply
If
to
you're no
your
longer
health
happy
and
with
stamina and
what you
everything.
You can now also have a quick snack of
I've never
bucolics,
really
and you'll
made
soon
bread
be ready to
before.
eat
I've never
something
gotten that
good.
far.
Just make sure your friends aren't standing too close.
And they've implemented a new berry that
Next
makes you
time to
puke,
learn how we tweak
so that
some of the
let's say you
weapons.
pick the wrong foods, you can eat those. You can eat those berries, clean out your palate, and move on to a better food. I don't know. Makeup, so that your stamina or your health can go up higher if you've eaten the wrong foods at that time, or maybe you were building at that point and now you want to venture out, but the food is just going to stay in your stomach for too long. So you eat one of these berries, you puke out what you had, and then you eat the ones that you do want. Apparently a lot of people in the community were asking for this.
I'll go over some tweaks we've done to a couple of the weapons in the game. They've all been rebalanced, but today we'll have a look at those that got a bigger change. The two-handed axe, for example, now has a bit of a faster wind-up and increased stagger damage and cleaving capabilities. Along with its fast knockback alternative attack, this makes it a force to be reckoned with. It will remain fairly slow
I've seen
and heavy,
these
though,
Fenrir's,
so the wield
they
must be
are
tactical.
scary as hell.
We've also done some tweaks to the bow to make
Especially
it
when
feel
you're
more
weak.
balanced and less overpowered. The draw speed has been adjusted so that you cannot draw the bow instantly, even if you max out your bow skill. While drawing still costs stamina, it will however require a bit less to continue to keep the bow drawn. This will, for example, give you more time to aim.
We've already done some tweaks to what they've talked about here.
This
Apparently the
marks the
stamina
end of the
doesn't
Hearth
go
and Home
down as
Spotlight
fast.
series, but do keep an eye out for one more, slightly different video before the update is released.
The last one was more of like a developer's kind of feel to it. It was talking to the developers to see what implementations they put. It's about a half-hour long video. I definitely recommend it if you want to check it out. I'll actually... I thought maybe I can get a link from it from here. Weird that you can't. But definitely take a look at that. You know what? I'm gonna click it real quick. I'm not gonna play it, but I will share it with you guys in the chat. This way, if you want to take a look at that, it does talk a little more in depth of what the developers were trying to do with these updates and what they're looking towards doing in the future. And then we'll look at this last trailer that they released on the day of the release. So this is a new thing that they created, which destroys items you don't need, which is kind of cool. A new hot tub. More decorations for your house. A new, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically a table that lets you share your map details with the other players on the game. And I don't know what spits that out, but I'm looking forward to figuring it out. Classic music right there. It's when you're home and relaxing. And this is the music you hear when you're at nighttime. So the music in this game is amazing, basically. Alright, so we definitely got to get into this. We got to check it out. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. Let's dive in, shall we? So what I've heard is that if you use a character that you had in a past patch, it will not work in the old maps. So I'm actually gonna start a whole new character. I know I love Jean as my D&D character that I created in here. I'm going to make another Bentley Soul, but I'm gonna make him fresh. So we'll delete this one. We'll make a new one, and we'll call him Bentley Soul. Let's see what we can go through. Skin tones. Let's go with a... Go with that. Go with that. Hair. No, I'm good with that one. A different type of braid, I guess. This was interesting. Okay. Very Conan the Barbarian. That one's kind of cool. I'm pretty okay with that one. This one's more my style, I would think. And then there's the long one. Oh, this one actually I like the best, just because it has a mixture of like all the different types of hairs. And you got your classic crew cut. A emo crew cut, I guess, or short hair. That's even more emo. What the? Okay, okay. That one's like a shave on one side. That's kind of interesting. All right, we're gonna stick with ponytail 4. I like this one. Beards. Let's see what kind of short stuff they got. That's not too bad. That's not too bad either. I like short 3 so far. All right, let's go with short 3. And hair tone. I'm gonna go with the darkest hair. Just because I really kind of have like dark brown hair. Just a touch lighter. Not bad, not bad. Alright. I think our character is created. Looks good, looks good. Alright, let's start. We're gonna create a whole new game. New. What should we call this one? Thinking here, I'm thinking here. We're gonna call this one Dakota. Why? Because I've been reading a lot of Static Shock comics, and it takes place in the city of Dakota. It's a fictional Dakota, and I've spelled that wrong completely. Dakota. Had a brain fart there. But yeah, let's see how this one is. I've never been on this seed. This one I've played on a lot. This one I would try to learn Valheim again after not playing for a couple months. But they recommend to just start a whole new game, because there are a lot of implementations into the beginning of the game that you kind of just want to experience for the first time. So we're gonna start from a whole new map. We're gonna call it Dakota. Alright, let's go. father, Odin, united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, and split the bows that held their prison to the world tree and left it into drift. Unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries, this world slummed uneasily, but it did not die. As the glacial age passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent the Valkyries to scour the battlefield for the greatest warriors dead in the world in Valheim. I didn't get that last sentence. Hopefully you did. So this is supposed to be a Valkyrie, and they found me a warrior from the past that they think can help Odin quell the beasts of Valheim. Can spin it around a little to get a look at what's going on in the area. That's what our Valkyries look like in this game. Alright, we're coming to our island. And we have been dropped off. We are also wet in the rain. Well met. Hello. This is Hugin. He gives us a couple of tutorials as we go through to understand the game. And I'll go through them with you just in case this is the first time you've ever seen Valheim. Welcome to the 10th World Warrior. I'm Hugin. It could be Hugin as well. I don't know how they pronounce it, particularly in Norse mythology. But hopefully this will work. Okay. I'm Hugin, sent here here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Thank you. And he disappears like that every time you talk to him. Oh, okay. Hello. He brings tidings. This stone is a Vegvisir. The magical stones that scattered throughout the lands by Odin, as a signpost pointing towards the ritual grounds for the Forsaken. As signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. Okay, so whenever you see one of these rocks that have red paintings on them, they are associated with the Forsaken, and yeah. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Ekatir, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before ever attempting to defeat him. Okay, so I didn't realize this when I was doing my second playthrough, because I didn't make a new character. I'm glad we did this. But basically, anytime you see one of these rocks here, you're going to want to register the location of the enemy. And these enemies are going to pertain to... Well, he's going to go away now, because I read what he said. Basically, they're going to pertain to each one of these Forsaken. There's only 5 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. This is the first one. He's not too hard to beat if you prepare yourself correctly. So let's register him on the map. There he is right there. And this is what we've seen so far. This is where the Valkyries started us and brought us in and dropped us off here. So yeah, we'll use this information. We'll know where to summon Ekatir and do some great things. Some of our first foods, we got some raspberries. Let's collect what we can. And just by collecting that, they've already taught us how to use those recipes. Let's see what we got on here. You have found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and stamina. Be aware that before long you will grow hungry again, so try to always have at least a couple different meals ready. A tasty morsel. So there are different types of foods, like look at that, mushrooms. And if you see on the bottom left here, where my health is, it's like that way. I can't really like take my cursor and take it over there. Actually, let me see. Nope, can't do it that way. Actually, yeah. No, I can't do it that way. Oh, okay, give me 1 second here, guys. that should help a little bit. Maybe that was messing with the view of everything, but with that being said, can you still see the cursor? No, I don't think so. It's all good. I was really kind of hoping I would be able to show you what I'm trying to say. Actually, let me see. Nope. Alright, cool. With that being said, on the bottom left, there's 3 different squares. Those 3 different squares can occupy different foods. Now, you'll see branches like that you can pick up. It gave me the recipe to be able to make a club. We got stones that'll make me able to make an axe. So let's start collecting some materials here. We'll work with the area that's around us. Berries do, as you go throughout your travels, which one was it? I actually don't know which one it was. Oh, I don't want to sit down. C lets you walk, apparently. Any lines? Which one was it? Oh. Oh, yeah, it is tab. Okay, so here, you can see your character's skills, and as you do things, your skills will grow. The more you run, your running goes up. The more you jump, your jumping goes up. The more you use clubs, the damage of your clubs go higher. The more you block, the better your blocking will be, and so on and so forth, basically. Let's see what Hugin has to say to us. Take stock of your inventory. Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure of Midgard, you will have to recall the true shapes of objects. Just pick up things. Just pick things up, and it will allow you to come. It'll all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Munin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. So there you go, he's kind of helping you out with your first recipe. You kind of want to collect some wood, some stone, then you would be able to create an axe here. So thank you very much. I'll let you do what you gotta do. I don't really need any more stone, but I'm just collecting bits around. What we need is branches. We need 5 wood. I think we have maybe... we have 2. Looks like there's... oh, one there. What we can do is we can punch down little trees here. We do have the strength for it. And as you can see on the bottom, it shows us our stamina and how much we have at the moment. Looks like base you get 50. Anytime you're destroying enemies, you see these little graylings, these enemies come out. They want to protect the forest, I guess. Not really. From what I've heard, they're actually made from... he does hurt, okay. Okay, you can block. So you can basically, like, if you time it right, you can like, kind of parry them, and then you can get a good blow on them, almost like a counterattack. How much wood do we have now? We have still 3. Even after knocking that guy down? We'll continue to do what we can. When we punch, we do gain skill in our punching. So if you look back here, we have unarmed skill going up. So it gives us a little more damage when we use our fists. Alright. Now we have 5 wood, so we can make an axe. That's the first thing I'm gonna make. With that, should be able to chop things a lot faster down. And it's improving our wood cutting skills. So there are 2 different types of skills when it comes to your axe. There's axes when you attack things, and there's axe skills when you're cutting wood, making the damage to trees a lot stronger. So let's, I'm gonna try to chop down only the weak trees. I'm not gonna really go with the big trees just yet. I don't wanna, I'm a very naturalist. I try to keep what I can, pretty. We're definitely getting a decent amount of wood now. When you do hit rocks, it does raise the skill fighting-wise, I believe. So as you can see, we're knocking down things, and look, another grayling came out. Doesn't like that we're doing that. What we'll do, take him out. When you kill a grayling, they usually drop resin. Resin can be used to make torches and other material, other recipes. Alright, we have a decent amount of wood now. Now it's showing us... Oh. So it gives us 7 health. This one gives us 15 health. This one gives us more stamina, though. So, what I'm seeing here is that berries are not really good for shielding as much as a mushroom would be. I just don't know how... it's just like... How much does a mushroom respawn, or if it even does. So I usually try to be careful when I'm eating mushrooms. The other thing I wanted to make was a club. That's another type of weapon we can use. And a hammer. Hammer can help us create other things. So now that we've created a hammer, we are able to create new types of buildings. Looks like Hugin's got some tips for us. You've crafted a hammer. With this tool, you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. Awesome. So, this is the sacred ground where we will always drop off our trophies from the Forsaken that we take down. So I like to usually make a base around that. Especially if we can make it down here. The only thing is there's boar down here, and I like the fact that they're here. I'm gonna take a look. Oh. I am not ready to block that just yet. Alright, we got more materials from taking out a boar. But we are a little hurt here. So I'm gonna take a... I'm curious if a club will help me in attacking them a little easier. Let's try to first strike. Oh! Ooh, okay, so when you are, you know, starting off, you die a lot faster. Those boars team up on me and they whoop my ass. When you do die, you lose all the stuff that you had on you. So I basically have nothing on me now. Even my shirt is gone. You suffered a mortal blow. Each time you are struck, you will forget a small part of your abilities and drop your belongings at the site of your accident. If you wish you were home by now, I'd recommend building a bed, wherever home may be. Thanks. And you're always left, you'll leave a tombstone. I'm gonna do something here. I don't usually do this, but... yeah, actually we can leave whatever's in there. Just have to be careful because there are boar there. Now, there is stealthing if you crouch. I'm gonna try to crouch to my tombstone. It took everything out. Alright, kinda screwed up what I wanted to do, but it's all good. Please don't sit down. Alright, so with that, you're gonna have to put all the clothes that you had back on. You get all the materials you had, but yeah, that was not the greatest. Let me see what the blocking power for both of these are. Block armor 3, block force 20. Block armor 3, block force 20. Both the same. This knocks people back a little better. So I guess I should use an axe. Give me 2 seconds. It's getting a little warm in my my room, so I decided to turn on the AC real quick. Let's gather some more raspberries. There's a deer out there. Where are the rest of those boar? There's one. There's only one out. Okay. So all we got is meat off of that one. We didn't get a trophy or any scraps. Should be... I'm gonna mark this area that there were boar here. Not that there... day 1. Yikes! Okay. It's all good, it's all good. The death on day 1. It's good though, at least you get to experience what it is when you get hurt. We're able to get more meat off of that. But no... Oh, maybe we did get some scraps. I hope we did, I hope we did. Okay, so with that... we got some... boar meat. You can put items on your back and you'll run a little faster. That's always a good tip. I'm gonna see how close they'll let me craft. The first thing you always want to craft is a workbench, but it looks like we need 10 for that. So let's collect some more wood. And then we'll go from there. There's that grayling. See, once you start chopping down things, the greylings or the enemies will start coming out. It seems to spawn enemies for some reason. Okay. And with that, we have 13 wood, so we should be able to make a crafting bench now. We'll go back to our crafting bench. Invalid placement. Okay, so I don't think it's because, yeah, it's because we're too close to this, I believe. So we'll make it right here. Okay. And now that we've created a crafting station, we've learned more recipes. Let's move what Hugin has to say. Oh my god, look at the amount of recipes we just learned from that. Grayling. No! I didn't even get to read what he said. What? That was your fault. It's okay. We just gotta make sure we, he came out. We just didn't want to be around while the enemy was there. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Oh, this game's pretty smart. I like that he has a little bit of like a chest piece almost to protect himself. Let's talk to him. You have built a workbench. The workbench allows you to craft complex items, as well as giving you access to lots of more building pieces. Construct with your hammer. With the hammer. Alright, so with that, this needs a roof to be able to use. So what we'll do is we'll go back to that hammer, and we'll start making buildings. Now, I will also wanted to show you, you see how there's kind of like there's almost like a circle that surrounds the workbench. If we ever leave the workbench area, right here, I can no longer build. As you can see on the bottom, it says workbench none, so I can't place anything, missing requirements. Once I step in, I'm able to build. So you always have to have a workbench in your area if you want to start building. Which is kind of interesting that you need a workbench to be able to build stuff, but you also need to cover your workbench to be able to use it. Catch-22 there. So we're going to build a little bit of a structure around the workbench that we have. I need more wood. The game just saved real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to get more wood. I probably should start chopping down trees to more efficiently get wood. Especially since our items will actually lose durability. So if you look at the top left on my axe, it only has a white bar below it. My other items, the white bar is full, but on the axe that we've been using, the durability has gone down on it basically. If we go over to it like this, oh wow, that's how I can do it. So these 3 blocks that I was talking about earlier, those are where your food would go. So now we know that I can get a mouse cursor to show you guys. With that, it shows our durability here is at 42%, and as we use our axe, durability will go down, just like with the hammer. Just building things, our hammer will lose what's it called? Lose durability. So it looks like we're still too close to this ruin to be able to build right here. So I'm actually gonna rebuild all of this. And to be able to break things down, you have to put a workbench down, so kind of screwed myself there. But let's see if we can move this a little closer down here. Uh-oh, it's nighttime. Nighttime can be trouble because stronger enemies will come out. But we're in the meadow, so I'm not really too worried about the enemies that will be coming out. When the temperature drops at night, or if you're wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces the stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is the best option when this happens. You're weary of the weather. So now it's cold because it's nighttime. So now that we put that workbench, we can finally break down the wood that we saw there. So now we will try to create the structure again. I'm gonna actually put it this way. No, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna see how close we can get. I'm gonna go this way a little. Like so. Put one on this side. Why is it invalid placement? Oh, almost. There you go. Now it covers both sides. And we'll enclose it. Like so. I am going to knock this down, even though this might be a berry bush, unfortunately. It looks so off-centered. We'll work on that a little more, but right now what I just want to be able to do is get a workbench working. I'm just gonna use one of these. That's a nice little small one. And with that, now I can use it. The first thing I want to do is repair all my items. Depending on what level the workbench is, you can repair certain items. Actually, I think you can repair items even on level 1, no matter what item level you have. But with that, we were able to repair the durability of all our items, our weapons and tools and stuff. And now we've learned that we can make other things, like rag pants. We need 5 leather scraps for that, so we need 2 more leather scraps to be able to get that. Now, do I want to do that, or you'll want to use those leather scraps for other things, such as a shield. If I have 4 leather scraps, so if I have 1 more leather scrap, 10 wood and 4 resin, I can make a wooden shield, and the wooden shield will, look cooler. It'll actually help me protecting and stuff. I didn't know that they added styles like that. That's really cool. If I do make one, it will be black and red. Maybe I should just go basic wood. No, black and red, black and red. Alright, cool. So what I'm gonna try to do then... Oh wow, they have a lot of colors. I'm gonna try to make a wood shield. So I'll need 1 more leather scrap and wood. Or we could just work on a base, to be honest. This way we can actually have a shelter and everything. You know what? That's what we'll do. Nighttime. Not mess with anything out there. Let's wait till daytime before we start doing things. Start knocking down trees. So this will be our first tree. Keep in mind, when you knock down a tree, the tree can fall on you and hurt you. It can kill you. So just be careful with that. It happened to me multiple times where I just died from a tree after having a crazy battle and not dying at all from the enemies. But then a piece of wood hurt me. And even when they're breaking at this small... so you'll see again, it's going to break into 2 pieces here. And I hear it grayling already from us doing that. To see it moving around, if you're on the wrong side of that, you can still get hurt from the smaller pieces. Alright. As you can see, we're doing a lot more damage than we were with our fists with this axe. Each weapon actually has a like almost like an advantage towards certain enemies. So let's say you're fighting a skeleton, a club would actually be better in that situation. Let's say you're fighting a I don't know, a grayling. Fire would be better against them. So let's say you have a torch, you kind of want to hit them, and the ticking or the dot, the damage over time that'll hit them on that fire will be a lot stronger against them, compared to other weapons. You can also break down the stumps that are there. Sometimes they get in the way, so I like to do that. So yeah, we're just gonna keep cleaning this area. These birch trees we cannot knock down right now. We need a stronger axe for that. From what I remember, you have to have a bronze axe to be able to knock those down. So those are going to be sticking around our little base here for a while. But as you can see, the trees come down and they're going to hurt. Oh man, that almost crushed me. Some people actually like to knock down a whole bunch of trees without chopping them down right away. So let's say in this situation, instead of knocking that down... Oh, another grayling. Hey, buddy. So, if you notice there, when I did do a parry on him, I was able to knock him in 2 hits. And usually that was taking about 3 or 4 hits. So sometimes parrying is the better move. But you saw how that tree hit that tree, and that tree was knocked down in 1 hit. But if you hit multiple trees like this, they are going to be weaker and hurt each other. So you don't have to do as much work in knocking down a whole bunch of trees. So sometimes it's more beneficial to just knock down a whole bunch of trees and then clean up after. You know, you can make them do work for you. So we've already lost a decent amount of stamina just because we don't have any food on us now. I'm gonna not worry about eating food just yet, just because we haven't really ventured out to get more berries. But that's just for now. I usually try to hit things in the direction I want them to go to, but it doesn't always work out. Sometimes they go straight towards you instead. But when they don't, you get cool things like that. So that was a whole bunch of trees that just got hit without me having to really do anything about it. That was a really cool water sound. Never really noticed the water sounds that it makes when it hits, when a log hits water. It's very realistic there. Oh, so as you can see, our axe has lost its durability. It still makes a weird noise when it hits it. So we're gonna have to go back to our workbench and repair our wood axe. And when it's completely broken, you see that red flashing there. Go here, repair real quick. Now we can use the item again. We can collect the wood that we've already broke. Okay. Put that on our back so we can run a little faster without using as much stamina. Collect that wood, collect that wood. Jump over this. And then we'll break this. Okay. Cool sound. Alright, so we're gonna break these down completely because I'm not gonna keep just taking out things that are down here. I'm just gonna work with the wood that we've already created. Day 2. Let's see if we get a death in day 2. So I think our plan, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna collect the wood we basically made here. And then we're gonna go along the water and collect some materials off the water. I'll show you what those materials will be. But at the same time, we're just gonna go all along the water on the island and try to map out as much as we can of the area. This way we have a kind of a better understanding of how big of the land we have to work with. Whenever I get to the next biome, as we walk across the water, I will stop, turn around, and we'll head back to base with what we've collected. Or at least that's the plan. We can pull an audible, obviously. But that's what my plan's gonna be right now. Stump out of the way in the middle between these two birch trees. And a little nice fog, morning fog there going on. Gotta move a little closer. This will also get a lot easier with the stronger axes that we create. I'm just gonna, I'm trying to clean up what we have already with what we've created. I know it's gonna take a little longer with the strength of our particular axe. That's okay. They create a different type of meat for us that I've heard of, and they also create different types of other materials that we will use in the future. I'm gonna hold off on trying to chase one down at the moment, but those are gonna be very useful for us in our fight against bacteria. First off, we're gonna need 2 of their trophies to be able to even summon our Forsaken of the first biome. But you know, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Alright, so if you notice, none of the wood is going back into my inventory right away. Usually it just auto loots. The reason being is because we are now full on our weight capacity. Base, your weight capacity is 300. There are other items that you can get in the future that can raise that, but for right now, this is what we can carry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the materials we've collected and make a better tree to work with. So what am I gonna do with this? Let me just get this other log out of the way. Okay, maybe I can push it out the way. Yeah. We are going to. Ooh, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We're gonna try to center this a little because that's like really weird looking. I'm actually gonna put the workbench right here. Put a crafting, put a workbench, spin it around, put it right there. That looks much more centered in a sense. And we'll knock down this sucker. And we'll collect that wood that we just knocked down. We will create a little area here. I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna put a wood here. Oh man. You're killing me. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're going to let me put it here. We're gonna put a wood. I know I'm being indecisive here. I do apologize. Just trying to make this look as best as I can. I'm gonna put this wood right here. I'm gonna put this one here. And I'm actually gonna knock this down. Reason being is I want to do something like this. I'm gonna put a crafting bench, but in one corner of this. Still want the wood to be centered, but I want this workbench to be kind of to the side here. Push as far back as we can. Right there. And then I'm going to create a chest right next to it. Put it this way. And with that, I'll be able to put materials there whenever we need it. Put that right there. I'm gonna put a little piece of wood above it. Reason being is, put that little piece of wood there. We'll be able to put one more, oh, wrong button. One more chest right above it. So now we have 2 chest pieces. For materials that we collect. Put that one there. Awesome. Alright. We'll collect the woods that we have here. Pull out our trusty hammer yet again. Now we'll start putting the enclosure like we had before. You know what? I'm gonna actually spread out my little thing here. I'm gonna put one here. Put one here. And then we will start to twist this little area we got going on. And we will make a little roof above it. This is temporary, obviously, because we do want to make our ceiling a little higher than what that is right now. I just want to be able to use it like that. Okay, so we'll repair what we've used so far. And let's knock down what we had and we'll work on more things. Let's start putting a floor down. Knock down this. Start getting a legit floor going on here. Now the floor is gonna go into the ground, unfortunately, until we get better things. You know what? We'll keep it like this, alright? And we'll just work on extending this a little here. We'll put this one down. And then I will put this here, put this here, put this here. And I'm going to do something here where I create kind of like a little square here. So it looks like the world's gonna save in about 30 seconds. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's raise the wall just a touch more. And we're gonna go with a shorter building here like that. I'll put this in that corner there so that it's a little more properly covered there. I will put more wood in the corners here. The grayling's coming through. He's trying to admire our building. What's going on, man? Sorry, but we can't have you here. There's a construction zone. Construction zone, please. Please step away from the construction zone. I'm sorry, man. I told you to. Alright. We're going to go back to building. You know what? I was gonna do something here, but I think it's just better if we extend this a little farther out. So we're gonna do that. Is that what we're gonna do? No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Now we're working. Now we're cooking here. Okay. And we'll close this back out like that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I like it. and then we'll close it off right here. We're gonna work with this little square area right here. Oh, come on, rock. Don't do this to me. There you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, look at that deer coming to admire the house again. Should I put the door there or there? There and there. Let's put the door... We're actually gonna put the door here, because this rock is gonna be in the way. So we're gonna put this here. We're gonna demolish that. I'm going to take a door. Put it right there. Like that. How does it open? Out. Yes, perfect. Alright. Let's close this out like that. That one right there. I think we can act. You know what? We are gonna do that. Just give me a second here. We're gonna close this real quick. Pop, pop, pop. I just realized we're gonna change that corner. Are we gonna change that corner? Are we gonna change that corner? Yes, we are. We are. Because we're gonna put one of these. So we're gonna do that. And we're going to put one of these in the corner. There you go. Go back to this. Close this off like so. Go back to this. And pop. Drop that sucker there. And we're going to close. Oh, no. We're going to actually. How am I going to do this one? You know what? Go back to this one. I want to try something here. We're going to put this. If you'd work with me. Put you. Come on, work with me. No. Please. How are we gonna do that? You know what? Let's see. Maybe when we start putting more wood out. I'm gonna actually make this like a. No, I'm gonna put it higher. This way it's more of like an open area right there. We'll finally close this off here. Okay. Now, why can't I get you to go where I want you to go? Oh, is that what we wanted? Yeah, I think that's what we wanted. Cool. Alright. Not really, but... I wonder if we did an inverted one, if that would be the one we're looking for here. I don't know. This is an interesting one we're trying to do here. Maybe it just needs a regular one. Like that. We'll see, we'll see. And then this, I actually want to make you a more steep one. And I want to put you the opposite way. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Put you here. I'm gonna take you, put your steep one here. We'll do this. Like that. Put you there. Put you there. I'm really hoping this is gonna work. I don't know if it will. We're gonna go to furniture, or I'm sorry, miscellaneous. We need 5 wood. Okay, let me go find some wood. Or I'm sorry, stone. So we'll need that. We're at 2 right now. Anything back over here? Some close to the water. There's some right there. Oh. There's 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll head back. Look at Grayling. Because we're collecting shit, man. Come on. What do you want? You're gonna make me knock down this berry tree. Or berry bush. Okay. We'll grab what we've dropped here. Head back into our little home here. Let's do something here. We're going to build a piece of wood here because it looks like we're gonna have some struggling getting in. Okay. We're going to go back to this. Oh, yes. And we're going to create our campfire. We're gonna put it as close as we can to the edge on this side. That when the smoke comes up, goes right through that hole there and out, and it doesn't put any carbon monoxide into our building here. So alright, now we've got a comfy home going on here. We got a fire going. We don't have a bed just yet. We're gonna work on that. Drop all this here. Don't think we have perfect. Oh, we almost had it. There you go. Alright, so far this is coming along pretty well. With that then, I am gonna close this off. We got another guy out here. I was in trouble. Where you at, Grayling? What's up? You don't see me? Okay. Take care of that. How much wood do we have on us? 17. Probably not gonna have enough to actually finish this off here. I'd put some more wood in just a second here, but let's work with what we have so far. Let us do that. One of these. Plop this sucker here, plop that sucker there. Do that one there. Close this off right here. Okay. Oh, we're in a resting... Oh, no. See, the middle is not covered. So, we're close, though. We're very close. How are we gonna top this off here? I guess we could just keep going. Like so. I don't think this will be the right thing to do here like that. Doesn't look right. Unless do something like this. Nah. No, we'll just we'll close it off this way. Yeah, now we're resting. We've created a home, guys. Our first home in the Hearth and Home update. So we need 2 more wood. Let's go get some wood, shall we? And it's almost gonna be nighttime. Maybe we'll be able to sleep off the night. I'll show you what sleeping is like. Give us 9 wood right there. And we'll head in with what we have. Close off what we've got here. I will drop some of these here so that we can officially close it. Oh, please work. That looks kind of sloppy, but it's okay. Yeah, this is looking good. Alright, we've created our first home, guys. We got a little nice open area right there that we can see out of. That's kind of cool. Got our nice fire. It's not letting any smoke inside the building. Next thing we'll do is we'll create our bed. Where should we sleep? I guess we'll sleep opposite of our stuff. Maybe we could put it right in the middle for now, since we don't have a partner. Alright, we'll drop that sucker there. I bring tidings. Hugin, you're in my home. How are you gonna fly back out, man? I just don't burn over there, okay? A herd is for the weary. A headrest for the weary. Well, sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. It's a good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen to you while you're exploring. I kind of ad-libbed that last part that he said, but it's okay. We do have our chests already. Thank you for that tip there, though, big guy. And we're gonna claim this bed. And yeah, let's. You know what? This is where we're gonna. No. Yeah. Let's head to bed. All right. So when we go to bed, we'll get a little like story here that you'll see in a few moments. Wow, I guess our first sleep, it doesn't give us one. I am sorry that I gave you that anticipation for nothing. But it's day 3. And, we're gonna do something else here before we head out. We are going to create a cooking station. I'm gonna try and drop just one in the middle right now. Close akin to the edge there. Like that. And then with that, we can drop some meat on there. We'll wait till that meat is cooked. I think start putting some stuff away here so we're not carrying too much. That away. Guess we'll put this away for now, because we'll need it in the crafting bench. And the wood we don't really need. I like to put my clothing over on this side. And my food, I usually like to keep in this corner over here. So when you hear that it means your food is ready. You definitely want to pop it off, because if you leave your food there for too long, it will burn and become charcoal. And you don't want that. So as you can see, we already got 2 wood. We're doing pretty well here. I mean 2 meat. What the fuck am I talking about? So this gives us more health. With that, that'll make our stamina a lot better. Which is great. I mean, not our stamina, our blocking power better. And with that blocking power, we'll be able to take on more hits a lot better. I did want to, fix this up, but we're gonna go on an adventure. We're gonna take a little break from our home real quick. On the map, you should see a bed near where your home is, so that you know where to go back to get to your bed. I do recommend always still kind of like marking where your home is, just because you can lose that. So let's put that as home. Okay. So, like we said, we're gonna follow the water and try to get as much. These are other enemies that we haven't seen yet. These are called necks. They're amphibians that chill by the water. They do like to come out more during the rain. But what they can do is they leave you tails. The tails can be used in recipes to create poison resistance. We're not that far into the game where we need poison resistance just yet, but I'm going to still try and collect some of this tail while we're here, so we don't have to worry about it later. Let me see if I can get this deer since he's stuck in the water. And that actually worked out. We'll be able to collect the materials of the deer. Oh wow, we got deer meat for the first time. Boys, it's different. We're looking different here. That is something new for me. Oh my god. Gotta be careful on that blocking. It's interesting that they give you poison resistance, even though there is no, they don't give you poison when they bite you. We will run into enemies that will poison us in the future. I'm sure we'll run into that we won't run into it maybe today, but I will show you what that looks like. I do hear a grayling stopping by. Hello? Okay. We'll just get what he has. I'm gonna place this back into our chests here. Only reason being is because we're gonna be carrying way too much on us, and I don't want to over exert ourselves if we can carry more. So we'll put that stuff there. You see the music kind of changes when you're in your rested area, which is kind of cool. We'll close that door real quick, and we will check out more of the water. Now, what I wanted to show you is that when you're in the meadows and you go into the water area, like such as rivers and oceans, you're gonna see this rock called flint. This is a new type of material. There you go, it shows us our recipes already. Basically, with that, we can create stronger axes, create new weapons, and new buildings to be able to create even a higher level of the weapons that we currently have. So we're gonna go around collecting this. This is our job basically, as we venture out and get a better feel of the map that we have stumbled upon, or the land that the Valkyrie has sent us to protect. Just looking everywhere to see if we could find that flint. It's usually a lighter stone in a rectangular shape. They're always along rivers in the meadow. If you look in any other types of biomes, you're gonna find different types of rocks in those areas. Give me 2 seconds. Gotta order some, dinner for myself and my family. Gonna have some seafood tonight. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just going through Uber Eats trying to order this food real quick. I do apologize, guys. But it does look beautiful in the water. This is what I was trying to tell you guys about. How you're going to see a weird kind of resolution towards certain items in the game. But then you're going to see this beautiful water and this beautiful light that just comes through and gives you a very scenic view of a game that you would not, just doesn't seem like it has that kind of ability, but it does, and it's amazing to see at certain times. So I'll give you that scenic look. We'll turn towards here so you can see more out. Looks like we have a little area in the middle that's just gonna be... Well, either that's a new island, or this is just like a little area that's in the middle of our land here. Okay. Now, what did I tell you guys? When we're not taking materials from the world, when we're not doing anything crazy, there are no enemies. They just don't spawn. I don't know why. Kind of just let you be. They don't like when you start touching shit. They're like, alright, we need to spawn an enemy to give him some challenge here. Alright, so here's some more flint. Let's stack of flint here. Wow, look at that. Grab this. There is swimming in the game, and if you run out of stamina while you're swimming, you will start to drown. So be wary of that. I'm going to eat something real quick in-game, because I'm kind of like a little low on health, and I don't want to die just randomly because we didn't have the health. You only heal when you eat stuff. Okay. Of course, this is an area that we've kind of already explored, but it's still good to see it for ourselves and with our own eyes, because the Valkyrie kind of flew us in this area. It doesn't really mean we know what it looks like. It does look like we have a nice little river behind us. Looks like we got a couple berries here too, so let's collect those. I'm going to mark this that there are berries in this area, just in case they respawn. Here we go. We got a grayling causing trouble here while I'm trying to type. Let's go, let's go. And now we'll collect all these berries here. This way we have a little something to work with as we walk around. Okay. We'll collect that resin that he dropped off. We'll get this wood here. And we'll keep moving on, getting that flint. I'm gonna collect these dandelions too, because sooner or later we do use them. It's just that we don't really need them right now. I think we need flint. Put all that flint on that side. I think I'm gonna leave that there for now, for when we have to collect. Maybe on the way back or something. That is a decent amount of flint on that side. Flint right there. Boar. Can use that. You can level your stealthing. I'm gonna go into... Actually, let's do that right now. Let's see what raising our stealth will do. So raising our stealth, stamina drain, and stealthiness when sneaking. Okay, so it increases how stealthy we are and how much stamina and lessens the stamina we use while we're walking. Let's try and walk a little closer to this deer. The deer would be more important to me if we're sneaking. Oh, the boar's coming back. This boar can wake up the, alert the deer, technically. It's like the game knows I want that deer. Alright, screw it, I'm going. I'm going for it. Ah, you son of a gun. Okay, alright. I guess I wasn't supposed to have that deer. I get it. I'll take your leather scraps, it's fine. Actually gonna need a decent amount more leather scraps before we can make... Oh no, actually, we have enough for the shield. I wonder if we should head back and make that shield real quick. I don't know if that's a bad idea. Okay, so here. We have mushrooms. I'm gonna collect them this time. And then, I'm gonna mark them real quick. And see if when we collect them, we'll see mushrooms again in the future. Get that dandelion too. Just because I've never really learned if they can actually if they actually respawn or not. We're gonna go back into our little house here. Going to create our shield. We need more wood, don't we? Yeah, we're gonna need more wood, so I will take that. I'm gonna put you in there, I'm gonna put you in there. Oh, actually we have enough wood. We don't have the resin, but we do have the resin, technically. So I can just go here. Go into here, and we can make our shield. So let's make our shield. Bam! Alright, we got a shield, guys. That's really good. We're not gonna really use that club too much in the beginning. Neither that torch. Actually, we'll keep the torch handy. Just because we're gonna run into Greylings. And I want to show you that the damage that it does. Alright, so, we have a decent amount of flint. I'm going to put you in there, put you in there. I'm gonna take all these out. And put you on the bottom one. Put trophies on this end. And we'll put materials in the middle, I guess. And we'll put meat on the other side. Okay. So we can have a little more organization here. Okay. Let me uncrouch. But for now, we don't have anything to make the knife. The knife is the next thing I do want to make. But we will not worry about that just now. Alright, let's go back on our flint gathering. But it's good to know that we have both of these now. So now we can take a little more damage from boars when they try to attack us. Looks like we went a little too far down the road here. Let's try to collect the flint that we can. Okay. I think with that, we're back to where we were before. And yeah, as you can see, there are fish here, and you can learn fishing. But we need to get a fishing pole and bait, and that's farther in the game. Alright, let's collect this. Yeah, the scenery is amazing here, and the music goes well with it. It's just altogether a great experience. I do recommend this game right now. It is on sale for, I believe, $15 instead of $20. It's, I believe, 20% off for the release of Hearth and Home update. So definitely, you know, you can snag this while it's on sale. Do so. Because they are promising more and more updates. This game will grow even more than what it is now, and there is already so much in this game, I promise you. We're just scratching the surface right now. There's another deer. I'm not really too worried about collecting their materials right now, because we're gonna get better weapons to be able to do that. Right now, all I'm worried about is collecting materials so that we can have an easier time trying to collect, you know, take them out and gather the materials a lot easier. Some berries here, I'm gonna mark that. It's always good to mark your map, just this way. Let's say I need to find something, I can just look at my map real quick, nice and easy, and you know, not worry about things like, not, you know, like, where am I gonna find this? Where am I gonna find that? Oh crap, I'm low on food. Oh, our base is getting attacked and I'm not near there. I need to grab food before I get there. All these things can help us. And this boar is just like swimming in the middle of the freaking lake. Come on, buddy, get back here. I need you. Let's just try to grab his attention, I guess. I can't swim like that, though. I think I'm gonna lose stamina. We'll try to get to this rock here. I'll grab that, though. So the problem with doing what we're doing is, like, there's a chance that if we run out of complete stamina, we drown. That's not something I want to do. Wow, I really can't get up on this rock. There you go. He's really going over there. Alright, here he comes. We'll grab his attention. No, come back. More flint. I'm gonna go across, see if I can get his attention that way. And the grayling over there. No, don't go in the water. Come out, there you go. Oh no, oh, grayling. No, 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 no. You guys are using this water against me, huh? I need to get back on land. No. saw my stamina. You saw I took some damage there because I was technically drowning. These guys are good. These guys are good. Push on the edge. All right. Now we got what we need. I believe we collected the materials from the boar as well. Nope, there's a piece of meat in that. Okay, cool. Now we're good. Alright, we should probably cross back over. Let's do that. Oh, look, more materials somehow. Oh, resin. Okay. Let's head back over. It's already nighttime. What's the problem with nighttime? In the meadows, it's not really the biggest problem, to be honest. All we're gonna do is run into more, railings. So, you know what? I am gonna just keep going forward. Because we really shouldn't run into, gray dwarfs or any other types of enemies out here that are really that dangerous. The only thing is that we're not gonna be able to see as well. So some flint in the water will hide from us a lot easier. Got some necks out here. I think you're gonna stay out there. If you're gonna do so, I want to mark these berries. Spelled that wrong, so we're gonna eliminate that. There you go. Collect some more of these suckers. There's some flint right there. More flint. This is an open water area. Man, we might have like some great areas to just bring our boat back to the base nice and easy. Hopefully. That's what it's looking like so far. There is boats in the game. You can venture off the land that you've been dropped off on. You will have to venture off the land that you've been dropped off on. Probably to get to the second boss, you will definitely need to do that. Or the second Forsaken. So far, we're not really going too heavy, like we're not collecting too much that we're being overburdened. Still going along the water to see how far out we can go. Or, you know, at least get a better idea of how much land we have to work with. The necks do seem to stay out in the water a lot more unless it's raining. Then they start coming towards land and they start wanting to show you what's up, you know? Give you a little bit of trouble. But they really don't like to cause trouble unless it's raining. For some reason, they feel like they can kick your ass more in the rain. And I know you're probably like, dude, you've been collecting flint all this time. You don't have enough? Like, no, you don't. Each weapon needs flint. It also needs more flint to upgrade it. And you need to create a type of building to be able to upgrade your bench a lot farther so that you can upgrade your weapons. Because right now all I can get is level 1 stuff, but with this flint I'll be able to get even farther. I also need deer hide, but you know, if I don't have to come out here looking for flint anymore because I have a shitload of flint back at home, that's, you know, one step ahead I am. So looks like the land keeps going out here. And of course, like, we are gonna see, like, if you go farther out here, you can probably see some flint on the rocks here. I just don't think I'm gonna, like, really go that hard and looking for it. And you know what? There's some here, so let's grab it. Oh, there's something I hit. in the nighttime. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. This is really good. I'm gonna be happy not having to come back out here for this. I'll grab that while we're here. I still hear necks out here. The way the water like raises, it's really cool. Very beautiful game, man. Okay, so we have an abandoned hut here. I'm gonna mark that. And it looks like we have a little railing in the area. They gonna attack? Okay. Oh, there's a beehive in here. Okay, we gotta be careful. This is what I was talking about. See, something stealthed onto... That grayling might have hit this deer by accident, or the bees hit the deer by accident. Okay, that's kind of cool. The bees are very dangerous, so you kind of want to like avoid them, but it's good to know that there are bees here. I'm actually gonna rename this as Hut with Bee Hive. Okay, so we can get back over here and collect those bees when we have the right materials. I want to wait till we have a bow to be able to attack that. Alright, so actually we've ventured out pretty far. I'm gonna call it here, just because I have to take care of a few things. I have a D&D session that I have to get to. But this was awesome. You know, we definitely got to take a look at at least have one new food item that we saw. And we're seeing a lot of different things, like the stamina bar now has a number ticker. Before it used to just be a yellow bar, and you kind of just like wondered how far down the yellow bar you've gone so far. But with what we're seeing here, it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna start heading back before it's morning in this game. This way we can start back at our base when we come back in. Or you know what? When we come back on, we will be able to take a look at that. Yeah, so we'll be back, and we'll pick up right here. We'll just keep going down the coast, because you know we haven't really done anything so far, and I definitely want to show you guys more of the game. And thank you for stopping by. If you do come check out the video, I will put all my live streams into a playlist, so that you can see the growth of Hearth and Home. And I'll try to take some bits and clips of what we've learned so far, and I'll definitely put those clips in so that you can get a little like taste of what we had that day. All right. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the videos, and hopefully we'll see you during the live stream. Feel free to stop by and talk and chat. I'll definitely be able to interact with you. Okay. And have a great day.